we got a special starting lineup right here. You see the colonial garb here.
Nice.
Trent Grisham leading off, looking sharp. Following him, it's going to be Ben Rice. Oh, yeah, very nice, Ben. Aaron Judge, the DH, looking very stately. Cody Bellinger bats cleanup. Following him, Jazz Chisholm Jr., fresh off a 2-home-run night. Stylish Jazz. Paul Goldschmidt will hit 6. Jason Dominguez back in there after playing just 5 times last 12 games. Ryan McMahon hits 8th, and Jose Caballero rounds out the Yankees starting lineup. It is Hamilton night at Yankee Stadium, celebrating the 10-year anniversary, 16 Tony nominations. Back in 2016, a Pulitzer Prize created by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And here comes the General and his right-hand man.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
We have the original George Washington and the current Alexander Hamilton, Christopher Jackson, Trey Curtis. Thank you guys for being with us here tonight.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah. This is pretty awesome. So, I mean, I just have to ask you guys first, the ovation on the field, the reaction you guys get wherever you go, it feels a lot like the Yankees, the kind of reception, the branding, the iconic brand that Hamilton has become.
Yeah.
What is it like for you all to just interact with the fans and see the following that you all have?
2 of the best New York shows. Right?
I like that.
This is the best stage in all of baseball throughout history.
Yeah.
Broadway is a very small area in New York, but Hamilton made a mark and continues to, and everyone has it, a version of it, you know, and so everyone gets to own a little bit of it. It's New York.
You know what? We have a bad game, we get booed. You guys don't get booed, though. You know? It's the only big difference.
That's Lynn's fault.
Nah, the show definitely carries itself for sure. Yeah, it could never fail. Yeah.
All right, Trey, I mean, you recently become the character of Hamilton on Broadway. When you get that news, what is that like?
You know, it was crazy. I was on 42nd Street with my girlfriend and my manager. I just got off the train because I was about to go to rehearsal for a different tour of Hamilton. And my manager calls me and he's like, "You can't finish the rest of the international tour." And I go, "Why?" "Well, you got to be back in January to take over for Alexander Hamilton on Broadway." And, you know, I've never felt weak in the knees before, but that was the first time. Nice. Out. And that was the first time I ever really got weak in the knees, and I felt my earring clicking on my phone. Very tactile moments I remember feeling, and my girlfriend was there to be a witness, and it was really dope.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Amazing.
Where are you guys from? Are you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas, baby.
Houston?
Yeah. She's from New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I met her doing the show in Australia.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So it's been fruitful for your life in more ways than one.
That's right.
Now, Chris, I want to ask you, you guys recently, the original cast, got back together for the Tonys, you know, celebrating the anniversary. What was that like for you to be back with, you know, all the original cast?
I tell you, besides just the high of seeing everyone.
Yeah.
What was fascinating to me was watching how everyone just sort of picked right up like they just got done doing the show the weekend before. You know what I mean? And then like going hard for 2 days to put that together and make it look effortless once we got to the Tonys. But it was not that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's, but our lives just sort of like, your lives, you grow, and people have kids and have done other jobs and won awards, and
Man, y'all
it's a whole different thing, you know. Except it's our thing,
Yeah.
you know, and that's special.
Now, you sang the national anthem tonight. You've sang it here multiple times.
Many times, yeah.
Yeah. What is the adrenaline like when you're about to perform at Yankee Stadium?
It's not so much, it's excitement.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, the reason I like doing the anthem is I look for the guys that are manning the gates. I look for the security guys. I look for the vets. I look for the police officers, the first responders. I want to honor them when I sing that. I'm not out here trying to get a record deal. I'm not, you know what I mean? It's not about entertainment. It's a part of how we, you know, the ritual of our game and of our time together.
That's
but
cool.
It's one of those moments where that represents them, and that's who I'm trying to speak to them and sing to them and thank them for what they've done.
Very cool.
It's pretty awesome.
Very cool. 0-2 here on Dylan Cruz. Yeah, you like the view up here, huh?
Can I just shout out my father, Henry Wells Curtis Jr., You introduced me to baseball. I love you, Daddy. So I'm in the booth right now. I just want to.
And you just witnessed a 100-mile-an-hour fastball too.
So crazy.
I love it, Trey.
Yeah.
Very cool. The 0-2.
Wow, you witnessed 2 of them.
Hey, you guys, we're gonna have to keep you again because there's so much that we haven't done. But you just wait.
Hey,
Here we go. Just you wait. Well, the Richard Rogers Theater, Hamilton, just an iconic cultural phenomenon, and celebrating the 10-year anniversary of this historic show, and we're doing so in the booth with Christopher Jackson, the original George Washington, and Trey Curtis, the current Alexander Hamilton here. 2 iconic brands coming together to celebrate here on Hamilton night at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 2nd inning, and the Yankees a 1-0 lead. Now, I got to ask you about this, Chris. You actually played Derek Jeter.
I did.
Off Broadway, right?
I did. In a very short-lived show called Bronx Bombers, and it was sort of a fantasy play about, what would dinner with Yogi Berra,
That's
Reggie Jackson and Derek Jeter and Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig look like.
Well, you talk about different personalities.
How about
You're talking about Derek Jeter and then back to Babe Ruth. Wow.
Fortunately, I didn't have a lot of lines in that show.
How do you prepare to play Derek Jeter as Goldschmidt leads off the inning with a double?
At the time, he was in the back third of his career, and so I believe that year he had injured the Achilles. He maybe had an Achilles. Yeah. I think that was the year.
Yeah.
And I had the chance and got to know his parents through In the Heights. They were big fans of In the Heights, and so I had left Hamilton. He came like a week after I left the show.
Oh wow!
I drove down from Westchester with my jersey from the show, and I ran up on him. It was not great. It was understandably.
You were like, I need this sign right now.
He looked at me like the weirdo that I must have looked like, but he did sign it. He was very gracious. So
fly out to right field. What a way! I gotta. You guys, when you do these shows. Paul, this is going to be a nerdy question for me, but I just got to ask it. These guys are doing 8 shows in a week, right? How do you keep your voices healthy for these performances?
Look, I'm going to put you on, Ryan.
Okay.
And this is thanks to my girlfriend who I talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Listen, the key is to stay relaxed.
All right.
In your shoulders and in your back.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Nice.
The reason I know this is because I do network spinal analysis. All right. Write this down.
Network spinal analysis. Okay. All
Listen,
right.
every week.
You're
week,
way over my head. You already lost me.
Listen,
we're just starting.
Every week. It teaches you how to pretty much talk to your body.
Wow.
Because every pain, every injury, every time you feel tired, it's probably something in your back.
Wow. Okay. And that keeps your voice. That keeps your voice.
Yeah, I promise you, that's how I do it.
That's I've never heard it before.
And lip trills.
Lip drills?
Lip trills.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I do that before the broadcast.
I thought he was like, I thought a cricket was in here or something. I was like, what are you doing, Ryan?
That's how I get ready. How about you, Chris? How would you keep
I was just going to say drink a lot of water makes you sleep.
Yeah.
Make sure you sleep.
Yeah.
But rest. I don't have the spinal analysis skills that some people do. But
putting y'all on, bro.
We're going to talk about that later. No, it's a muscle.
Yeah.
Build up stamina because what helps you swing a bat in August and in September. What you do in in March and April, and you get strong.
Chris, why do you think Hamilton has become or did become and continues to be the incredible phenomenon that it is as McMahon flies out to left?
I think that the magic of what it speaks to in terms of the hope of what and the idea of what America wanted to become in spite of itself. We've arrived there messily and with great resistance and with a lot of differing opinions, but I think there's a power in showing that we're not as different then as we are now, that the ideas themselves they have to be accessible to everyone, and everyone has to have room to hold on to those things the way that it works for them.
Yeah.
And I just think that, there's a power in good intentions. Well, they don't have to be perfect.
Right.
But good, working for that.
Chris, Trey, we appreciate you guys being here. Really a big thrill for us. Congratulations on the 10-year anniversary.
Trey, tell your father you got shut out in the booth tonight. You're no good luck.
My bad, Dad.
And welcome from the Broadway cast of Hamilton, the Schuyler sisters, Cherry Torres, Stephanie Umoh, and Morgan Anita Wood. Please join in with them as they sing God Bless America.